Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cole. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The run from the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job. Stopped the play for no gain.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A first down for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The RPO, flyer complete to the left. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Using his feet. He has the first and still on his feet. Smashes through the tackle. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the change as they get the first down. This is a design run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Quarterback keeper. And the Dogs will move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Spencer. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Spins away from the defender. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Coming up for the Bulldogs. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 7, Georgia 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Easy.
Now on the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
At the 1-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Gets it out quickly. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now it's 3rd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at 3. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. They are shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. Handoff from the gun. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. That is not what they had in mind at all, and it's going to be a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Trucks through the defender. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Going up top on 1st down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And that is no good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky will put it deep to get the second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And here comes the offense on second down. The option look. Now the pitch. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Oh. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's White. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Pace. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
2nd down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Snatches it on the run. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cole. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kentucky 14, Georgia 2.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to throw it again. They've got the screen set up. Open space at the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
He'll bring it out. It's White. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the left. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cole. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll run the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. This quarterback part of their running game. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dot.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Caught over the middle. It's Gibbs. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse did. He's going to fire deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive.
And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game. And
the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulls his way forward. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
And his throw is incomplete. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
On to kick it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Kentucky offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.